If you're a fan of animals, you might want to appreciate them while we've still got them because they are going bye-bye, according to the World Wildlife Fund's most recent Living Planet report, which they say is their most comprehensive study of animal populations to date. They estimate that tens of thousands of monitored mammal, bird, amphibian, reptile, and fish populations have seen an average 69% decline in relative abundance over just a 50-year period. This is confirming basically some of their earlier reports that show that on average, wildlife population sizes are declining at a rate of about 2.5% every year. We'll get to some of the more specific ones. Now, it's important for you to understand that according to them, this does not literally mean exactly that there are 69% less of every animal in the world. Some populations have gone up, a lot have gone down. But overall, it does paint a pretty horrific picture of animal populations. And so they looked at 32,000 different species and they identified some areas, either areas of the animal kingdom or areas of the earth that are particularly hard hit. So they say that 83% of freshwater animal populations, that's the largest sort of like animal group, 83% decline. They blame pollution, species exploitation, overfishing, things like that. Regionally, Latin America, home to the Amazon rainforest, of course, has seen the largest average population abundance drop at 94%. And of course, they're looking at a number of different years. Most recently, that's getting far worse because Bolsonaro, of course, is like personally running through the Amazon with tanks of gasoline, setting the entire thing on fire. And so it's likely to get worse. In particular, the pink river dolphin in the Brazilian Amazon plummeted by 65% between 1994 and 2016. That is not to say that there are not animals that are doing better. There are conservation efforts, and some of it has been successful. Populations of the eastern lowland gorilla in the Democratic Republic of the Congos, their populations had fallen by 80% at one point. Now they have raised that population up to 600. Still not a large population, but the efforts they're engaging in have been successful. But we have humanity moving into areas they haven't previously before. There's pollution, there's climate change, there's a lot of threats, and we are seeing the effects every single year around the globe. Ben, what do you think?
Yeah, don't worry that 69% on average of vertebrates are declining. So what? First of all, keep in mind there's lots of invertebrates that are doing great, a lot of jellyfish, a lot of amorphous shaped animals that are doing fine. So let's not stop climate change at all. We've got some mushy animals that are on the rise. Don't worry about that. Plus we got 200 extra gorillas of one particular type of gorilla in one type of area. Who cares that most animals on the planet are disappearing? In fact, the fact that it's just an average and we're still at a decline of 69% is so much more dire. It's so much scarier. That means that if it weren't for conservation efforts of us trying all we can to stop the occasional tractor tearing down a rainforest, which is just insane to do in any respect, or the occasional effort to rehabilitate a species that is on decline, we'd probably be at 80 or 90% across the board of vertebrate species declining and disappearing. The fact that we're pushing back and it's still almost 70% decline is completely devastating. It's bonkers, and obviously with very basic math, unsustainable. That means in about 15, 20 more years, we're gonna be at like 99% decline over that period of time. And we have no more biodiversity on the planet, and probably an insane danger to life on Earth at that point, because we rely on these species and the biodiversity of this planet to give us the resources that we need. And if that doesn't convince you, just the fact that there are pink dolphins that literally exist in rivers on this earth. You can Google the Amazon pink river dolphin, and we're reducing that population just from we'd like to live in a place that's really cool and trippy standpoint. You gotta stop this destruction of our wildlife habitat.
100%. Yeah, I had never seen the pink river dolphin, and admittedly, I've never met a pink river dolphin, but I'm already ready to say I would trade any 10 people for one pink river dolphin.
100%, 100%.
And you're right.
And pink river dolphin for Congress. So that's my
exactly. I'm donating the federal maximum. Yeah, it's obviously bad, as Ben was saying, for biodiversity, but also think about like the loss to the next generation. Like they're not gonna see these animals. They're not gonna know these animals. They're not gonna have a chance. Our kids someday might like look at a picture of a dolphin and not be able to identify it, let alone a dolphin fetus, Ben. They just won't be able to identify it on sight.